The vinification of Grand Riesling wines at Weingut Robert Weil. To produce the finest wines, one must start with the finest grapes grown in the finest vineyards. The initial focus is on fully ripened, healthy grapes that have been allowed the longest hang time possible. We delay the harvest until the autumn fogs appear and the nights turn sufficiently cold. And as those first grapes of the new vintage are carried in, the entire team assembles at the press house gates with the energy and concentration of a pit crew waiting for a Formula One race car to enter the box. Here the cellar master's work begins. He is first and foremost responsible for gently guiding the selected grapes from the vineyard to the press house. This careful handling is crucial to coaxing out the distinctive characteristics of the various finished wines. For more than a decade now, we've transported our grapes using special vibration trailers. As the name implies, the vehicles are notable for their use of vibration to convey the harvested berries. A fluidizing effect is created, moving the clusters more evenly while shielding them from mechanical shearing and other stresses that could release tannins and bitter substances from the skins, pips or stems. While we've modernized many of our practices, we still honor the traditional method of using gravity to transfer the grapes into the cellar. As logic demands, that means working from top to bottom in order to best protect the grapes. At this point in the process, we have the option of whole cluster pressing or gentle crushing with or without maceration. Either way, the grapes are then gently pressed at a maximum of 2 bar, after which the must undergoes a passive clarification process through natural sedimentation. Each of these vinification steps utilizes gravity flow rather than mechanized pumps. At this point, the must begins a cool, computer-controlled fermentation in traditional casks or stainless steel tanks. Our goal is to use wild yeast as much as possible, supplemented with cultured yeast where necessary. The use of casks in this case has nothing to do with the quality of the must. Rather, it reflects the style of finished wine we are seeking. Our rich, dry, and full-bodied Rieslings need the benefits of porous woods. The more delicate and nuanced Rieslings and the naturally sweet Rieslings require stainless steel to prevent oxygen from influencing the wine during maturation. The young wines are then left to age for a time on the fine lees. After a period of relative quiet, intense work in the cellar resumes in February. The young wines are gently separated from the yeast sediment, stabilized and filtered for the clarity. And now the anticipation begins to grow again. While we routinely test each vessel throughout the autumn and winter, this is the first time that all individual batches are brought to the tasting table. The tastings are organized by classification and style, with the different groups evaluated on different days. Each individual batch is carefully sampled, evaluated, discussed and characterized. Depending on the vintage and yield, as many as 200 batches need to be tasted and assessed before the final decisions regarding bottling can be made. There's understandably a fair amount of pride following the bottling in April, when the first wines of the new vintage can be finally dressed with their sky blue labels and presented to our customers. Each and every vintage is a 365-day labor of love, requiring the full efforts of our 40-person team of highly motivated wine artisans.